What is up? This is Los checking in, saying hi, and it's been a long while. I don't know exactly how long, and I could have looked it up, but I didn't because that's not me. I know it's been a long time, and Beardy actually texted me the other day. And he told me how long it was exactly. I guess he looked it up and wanted to rub it in my face that I haven't recorded anything in a long time. And he did a good job because, it reminded me. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I got a podcast. So here I am. I had some stuff, to talk about, and I'm just trying to get it out, trying to do something, trying to get something, that I could say, hey, here, I did this lately, and, I had to dust the mic off anyway. I just recorded a little something for Crystal Storm and a project that she's working on, that she's heading. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to come out. I'll keep everybody posted on that, and I'll link up her Twitter in the show notes, I'm sure, to keep dibs on stuff. But yeah, sooner or later, something really cool is going to come out. I know it's going to be awesome. I know she knows what she's doing, so I'm excited. Other than that, for other updates, I know, like I said, it's been a while, and the last show that I put out, I remember that I asked for voicemail, and I want to say the show was about not being able to play anymore. Time and, the not wanting to play, but, there was some conundrum or whatever. I forgot what it was. But I know that, Al, he sent a voicemail in because I asked for voicemails to follow up on the show, and he was the only one that did it. And I'm sorry, Al, but it's been a long time. I don't think anybody is really it's hard for me to remember what the episode was about. And on top of that, the voicemail actually got cut off. I remember listening to it when it came in, and I was upset, because it's like, of course it cut off. That's because my show falls apart and whatever. But but I appreciate calling in. I know he gave some feedback on that. I know I still have it, so if I ever revisit it or whatever, then I'll play it back and go from there. But trying to move forward, to try and not have this be a long show. It's like this is a vocal blog post. I don't know. It's my blog has been dormant there, much like the podcast. It's just been, sitting there or whatever. And it's like I have all these things that I want to sit and, write about, and I also want to talk about. So it's like, which one is it going to be? Which one am I going to want to do more? And which one am I actually going to do? So it's funny how this works. I mean, this is like, I'm giving updates here on various things or whatever, it could be a blog post, and the show itself, it goes on the blog, so it all fits. But what am I up to? Let's get games out of the way. For gaming, there's there's been no, like, I haven't had Game Pass since December, and I know that's probably like blasphemous to a lot of people. It's it's something that I feel more free, honestly, without Game Pass. I feel like I don't have that lingering feeling of, like, just like a great big library at my disposal, to do whatever, and it's like I don't feel like, oh, I have access to this game, I could play it, but I don't really have time, I don't have to force myself to jump on anything or whatever. And honestly, now now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of like remembering the last episode that I talked about topics. But yeah, it's like there's nothing really coming out now on Game Pass that it's like really like, oh my god, I need to play that. It's, the last one was Forza, and I played that. I got a good couple of dozen hours in there, doing stuff or whatever. And, I had fun with it. And I think when I was coming to the end of like playing it anyway, that's when the Game Pass expired. And I wanted to renew it because, it's like one of those things that it's already embedded in your mind that you need to have it. It's like, your Netflix subscription that it's you probably don't use it, you probably don't watch all the time, but you pay for it anyway because it's Netflix. You need to have that, you need to have access to that. So it's like Game Pass feels the same way. It feels like that subscription that at this point you need to have it, and you need to have access to it. And it's understandable with, the playing online aspect, the Xbox Live side of it, but, at the same time, once it lapses, you don't really need Ultimate. You could go back to Xbox Live. They still sell those cards. So, it's like, I don't even have, I don't have Xbox Live either. Like, it's just been, I've been playing games. It's not like I haven't been playing anything. And, I haven't been using Xbox Live or Game Pass. And it's like, it's okay. It's all right to let it go. It's all right to just relax and not have to be connected to that all the time. It's good that I've gone this long without it. It's like, it's telling myself that I don't need it, when I don't have it. So it's like an expense that I don't have to worry about. And, I'm having fun with what I got. That's what the main point is. I have a whole bunch of stuff to play that I have, that I own, that I bought, that is not tied to Game Pass. And, I just don't need it. And I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are in the same boat. But I don't know if you need to hear this or not, but it's okay to let it go if you need to. It's all right. Don't worry. For what I've been playing since Game Pass left, I got into Pokémon around when that came out. I think, I want to say I didn't really play much, like, December, January-ish, Fortnite here and there. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I did play Fortnite. I tried to jump into some backlog stuff or whatever. I know there was something that I played. I forgot what it was, but I did play Pokemon for sure. And that was a great experience. If you're a Pokemon fan, I totally highly recommend it. It is very, very exciting to finally play that type of Pokemon game that feels like it should be the natural progression for how Pokemon should be for the future. So I'm really hoping that we see more of that, and I'm sure we are. I think Scarlet and Violet are the next ones, and they look very, very in line with Arceus. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope to talk about it more. Maybe, hopefully. I mean, somewhere down the line, I wouldn't mind doing another show for Pokemon to cover more in depth Arceus and stuff. So maybe not. I don't know. I'm not making no promises at all. So whatever. Other than that, currently playing Animal Crossing. That's not my fault. The kid got me into it, and it's like he needed my help, and I started helping him, and like the music, the chill, the just running around doing whatever here and there, it was like it brought me back. And it's been a while. I haven't played for a long time. I think the initial Animal Crossing hype that was going on when it first came out, did that for, I think it was close to 200 hours, and then I stopped playing. I want to say that's how long I played, and like I never went back. I never, the community, the Future Monkeys community, they kept on playing. Like a lot of people kept on playing for a while, and I don't know if they did regularly all the time or if everybody like stopped at one point, but I know I stopped playing when they were still playing. But I'm getting back into it now, and I'm just, picking up where I left off. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to stop myself from drastically changing the vision of my island that I had, because I did a whole bunch of work on it, and now I'm just like, trying to think of other stuff that I want to do, and trying not to mess up all the work that I did before, and freaking flowers everywhere. Oh my god, I wish there was like a blowtorch in the game that I could just burn like a field of flowers in 2 seconds. That would be great. But yeah, I'm just like, working it here and there, getting stuff built up, playing with the 2.0 update that I never played with before, that I'm, checking out now. So that's awesome. I'm checking that out, and I'm gonna try and get the DLC and see how that is, because that looks like that might be interesting too. So we'll see how that goes. Just before I got back into Animal Crossing, about the big stupid edition of Horizon Forbidden West, and let me just, I don't know, I really I love Horizon. I love the story, I love the world, everything that does. I'm having fun with it, what I played so far. I want to say I'm about like 12 hours in, maybe. There's, a lot to do, and I feel like I really want to get in there. I want to, dig more. I want to be more into it and everything. But I stopped playing it for Animal Crossing, and it's like I haven't really felt it, like, like, oh man, I got to get back in there. I started playing it and I started doing main missions, and I think I got the glider. I think that was the last main mission that I did. And I did like a whole bunch of side quests, like whatever side quests that I could do before moving on. And it's like, the world is huge. Seems like there's a lot to do. There seems like it's like full of a lot of stuff, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like empty for me. Like, I don't know what it is. Something feels off. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying that it's, something that's wrong with it. I'm not saying negatively or anything. It just feels like off, and it's not something that is making me regret getting it. Well, maybe regretting the big edition, but I'm still gonna love it, I'm sure, once I get into it, because I freaking Horizon, poor Gorilla. They released the first one like same weekend as Breath of the Wild, and then they released this one like within a week or two of Elden Ring, and everybody is going crazy for Elden Ring. I want to get Elden Ring. I still have not pulled that trigger, but I'm really, really interested. I really want to get into it. But I'm waiting for a sale. I want to get it. I want to try it. It'll be my first Souls game. So I'm really, really intrigued and wanting to, but I haven't yet. So, but yeah, I'll get back into Horizon eventually, and I'll play that, and I'll look forward to it. Same way I'm looking forward to a Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga.
Know the power of the dark side.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
My worthy apprentice, the mighty Kylo Ren.
That is something, well, man, I am so excited for that. If you know me and Lego games, forget about it. That is something that I am like crazy excited for. That's like way deep in my roots for having fun playing. I remember playing the old the complete edition, the complete collection, I think. I want to say that's what it was. That it had the prequels, and it had the original trilogy that you could play. And I want to say it was called the Complete Saga. That one I used to play with the wife, actually, when she used to play games. We used to sit there and play it. Like, that's when we first moved in together. That was a good times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Skywalker Saga and seeing how improved everything is with that, because that's been delayed a whole bunch of times, and I could only imagine how advanced it is for a Lego game. I'm hoping it's great. I remember the Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars one, the one with all the Clone Wars stuff in there. That was one of the last Lego games that me and the kids really got into too. That we got in and started doing everything in and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm like really looking forward to it. For some other stuff, I got some books that I listened to. I'm currently listening to The Humans by Matt Haig. But so far it's very dry, very good. I like where it's going. It's read by Mark Meadows. It's a little dark, and it's funny because it is being told from the perspective of an alien life form, an advanced life form, I guess, that takes over somebody's body. And he's like, he is witnessing humans and you know, like studying them and you know, giving perspectives and all that stuff, and you know, there's an underlying story that I won't talk about or spoil or anything, but it's funny, it's dark, it's interesting to listen to. And another one by him is The Midnight Library, and I listened to that one. I think it was just before Christmas or New Year, somewhere around there. Man, that was a good one. That was like a recommended one that you need to check out if you're interested. If you have any time for reading or for audiobooks or whatever, I listened to the audiobook for that one. That was a good story. That was it was about all right, I don't want to spoil anything about it. It's all right, so basically it follows the main person. It follows her. She comes into a library where she could pick any book, and every book in the library is her life. It deals with you know, like afterlife, with parallel universes, multiverses, you know, all that stuff. So basically, every book, whenever she picks one up, you know, it takes her to her life, but in a different time, in a different, you know, in a different universe. So, you know, in one universe, it'll be, you know, that she'll have a cat or, you know, a pet or something, that in another universe that pet of hers died, you know. So it's like it messes with your head. It makes you really think, and it really gets you towards the end. I really dug it. I actually want to like re-listen to it and see how it goes, and listen to it again, just like the other one that I'm recommending, Project Hail Mary. And holy crap, if you could read or listen to one book this year, I would say is Project Hail Mary. That is one that really stood out. I listened to that one, I want to say it was before Thanksgiving, like October, November-ish, around there. And I was in the mood for sci-fi. I wanted to listen to something sci-fi. That book, like it made me like really satisfied with sci-fi. I did not want to consume anything else sci-fi, because I felt like it was perfect. I felt like it was like it was so good. I didn't want anything else to like sour the taste of it, you know, afterward. It was like really satisfying for like so many aspects, for story, for like, you know, how it played out, the characters, you know. It was like perfect for me. I would recommend that, you know, numerous times over to anybody who's looking for like, you know, some sort of sci-fi kind of space travel, you know, story, where it was so I'm far from the type to reread something or re-listen to something, you know, for books and stuff. But that one, I really want to do it. I really want to go back and revisit and just like experience it again. That one gets my vote for like, you know, must read. For Project Hail Mary and for The Midnight Library, I was wanting to actually do like, you know, their own dedicated shows to talk about them. I know Dana, she felt the same way about The Midnight Library that I did. So I reached out to her to see if she wanted to, you know, dust off her mic and jump on it and see if there was something that she wanted to talk about or say about it or whatever. So maybe in the future, you know, I'll do that. For movies, we've seen a few lately. I know there was one, Ron's Gone Wrong, is an animated one on Disney Plus. That one surprised the heck out of me. That was like, that was a really, really good animated movie that caught me off guard. It's funny and it's smart. It's really, really cute movie. Encanto, uh, my daughter has, it's still weird saying my daughter. It's really weird. My daughter has been like really loving it. She's always wanting to watch it. She sings along with it. That's like the first movie that she's like really becoming animated with and like singing along to and dancing with and everything. For me, I really like a few songs. I like Bruno. I like Surface Pressure. That's like an amazing song that really gets me going, like the way it goes, the beat and everything. But as far as the story goes for Encanto, I'm just like, I think it's because I come from a Hispanic family that it's like, it bothers me. Like I tell it to the wife all the time. I just can't sit down and enjoy Encanto. There's just something about it that like messes with me, that I don't really like it. And that's like a personal thing for me. I mean, I know it's a good movie. I know it's something that a lot of people like. I'm just, it's like a personal thing with me that is weird. But I mean, I could go into detail, but I'm not. But it is what it is. It's a good movie. For other stuff, we watched Free Guy not too long ago, and that was a fun ride. That was a good one. And then we continued the Ryan Reynolds marathon, I guess, that we started on unknowingly. We watched The Adam Project on Netflix. Now, The Adam Project is a movie that I recommend if you haven't seen it yet, because it was freaking awesome. We saw the trailer and we're like, oh, let's try it, let's watch it. And we all sat down to watch it, and it was just like, holy crap, that's a Netflix movie, and it was really, really spot on. It was amazing to watch. It was like, Hollywood kind of, summer movie flick that you watch. It deals with time travel, and Ryan Reynolds' character goes back in time, and he's basically trying to do what he's trying to do with his younger self, his kid self. So it's like, it's funny, it's action, it's, and gripping story and all that stuff. Mark Ruffalo is in there too. And it's like, there's a lot of funny moments. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of, sci-fi, fighting and all. It is like a really good movie. So go check that out if you haven't checked that out already. The Adam Project. It's on Netflix. Other than that, I think I'm at my limit here that I'm giving myself. Be sure to check out my Patreon. I'm just kidding. I don't have a Patreon. Just be sure to be good, be safe. Don't be jerks. Be excellent to each other. I don't know how else to say that besides just don't be a jerk. I mean, there's a lot going on. COVID is slowing down here, at least. It doesn't feel like it's as worrisome as it was before. I mean, it's still out there, and we still wear masks anyway. We still mask it up and do whatever, but for the most part, we feel like it's slowing down, and hopefully it stays on that track. Hopefully things get a lot better, but still be safe, do whatever you're doing, live the dream, take it easy. Maybe you'll hear from me soon, maybe you won't, who knows, I don't know. Peace out.